Good morning, students. Let's begin today's class of English with the beautiful words of Oprah Winfrey. Challenges are gifts that force us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight them. Just find a new way to stand. So, dear students, take challenges and try to win over them. In our previous class, we have started with the chapter Reported Speech. And we have come to know that there are direct speech and indirect speech. Direct speech shows the exact words of the speaker, and indirect speech reports what has been said without quoting the exact words of the speaker. Direct speech is given within quotation marks, which are removed in indirect speech. Direct speech can be changed to indirect speech. We have also learned that how the direct sentences in direct speech are changed to indirect speech, and we have learned that if there are reported speech and reporting verb in a speech, and if the reporting verb or reported verb is in past tense, then the sentence which is there inside the quotation mark, the exact words of the speaker, will be changed to past tense itself. We have also come to know that simple present tense, I mean to say the speech which is inside the quotation mark, if it is in simple present tense, will be changed to simple past tense. Present continuous tense will be changed to past continuous tense. Present perfect tense will be past perfect tense. Simple past tense will be past perfect tense. Past continuous tense will be past perfect continuous tense. Then past perfect tense will be past perfect tense itself. And we have also learned that will is going to be would, shall is going to be should, can will be could, may will be might. There are some more changes, like we have learned that now is going to be then, this is going to be that, these will be those, today will be that day, tomorrow, next day, yesterday will be the previous day. And there are also some words which are replaced at the place of said. That also we have come to know in our previous day's class. That is already given in your prescribed book. There are many words which will be changed, which will be replaced at the place of said in the case of indirect speech. We have also learned that since we know that there are 4 kinds of sentences, that is declarative sentence, imperative sentences, interrogative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. We have also learned that if the reported verb will be simple present or simple future, then the tense of the reported speech will be in present tense itself. Moreover, if the habitual things are there, like I drink 2 cups of tea a day, or I go for a walk every day, or any universal truth, a proverb, or a saying, idiom, these are there, then the tense of the sentence will be not changed, even if the reported verb is in past tense. Then we have also learned that pronouns are also been changed. Suppose first person, second person, third person pronouns are there. So the pronoun of the reported speech will be changed according to the pronoun or the noun used as subject. Okay, students? So you have to be a bit careful about it. And in the case of imperative sentences, by which we mean as order, emotions, order, request, advice, all these things. So there also, you know that commands, request, advice, these all things are there in imperative sentences. So when these kind of sentences are there, then we are generally not using that in the case of indirect speech. We are directly adding them with the word with the help of to. Like, or if do not is there, we will write not to. Like as the sentence suggests, Neeta said to her brother, do not misplace my things. So Neeta asked her brother not to misplace her things. Here my will be heard as per Neeta, and do not has been changed to not to. Okay. Suppose if the sentence is Neeta said to her brother, come here. So Neeta asked her brother to come there. Here will be changed to there, as we know as per the rules. Okay. So, and we have to see whether what does the sentence mean. Suppose if the sentence is like that the doctor said to the patient, take your medicines every day. So the doctor advised the patient to take his medicines every day. So that the reported verb will be depending on the kind or nature of the sentence. So you have to know whether it's a request, command, advice, suggestion, precaution, or like assurance, or whether it is reporting, remarking. A lot of things are there. So you have to use the reported verb according to the nature of the sentence. Okay. So, and we have exclamatory sentences also. So, if the exclamatory sentences speak about something, some happiness, like suppose Seema said, what a wonderful painting this is. So, the Seema is happy to see the painting. So, it will be here only, it is written only Seema exclaimed. You could have written Seema exclaimed with happiness to see the wonderful painting, or Seema exclaimed that it was a wonderful painting. So directly also you can write Seema exclaimed with joy to see the wonderful painting. Similarly, suppose if the sentence is written like that Rohit said, alas, my dog is dead. So you could say Rohit exclaimed with sorrow on the death of his dog, or exclaimed with sorrow that his dog was dead. So, sadness and happiness will be according to the sentence. Sometimes we have the wishing also, like my mother said, may you live long. So, my mother blessed me to live long. Okay. So, you have to go through the nature of the sentence, and accordingly you will do. Now, we'll come to interrogative sentences. So, interrogative sentences means question type. Okay, so question types, there are two kinds of things. Like first is WH questions. WH questions we have talked about many times in class also, last year also you have come to know. So WH questions, there are 9 WH questions you are knowing. So like when, what, why, who, like that. How is also included in that. So there are 9. So if in the question there is WH words are used, like the policeman asked the stranger, where are you going? So you see here WH question is there as where. So you will say that you will write in the entire speech that the policeman inquired the stranger where he was going. Here, in all the cases of indirect speech, there will be only a full stop, whether the sentence is a question. Sentence in direct speech, it's a question, exclamation, imperative, whatever it may be. But in indirect speech, it will be always ending with a full stop. So, in that case, you will not say the policeman inquired the stranger, where was he going? Otherwise, again, it will be considered as a question. So, you will say that where he was going, full stop. It will be was because the reported verb is said. So, it will be past tense. and you will turn to he as the policeman is talking to the stranger. If there is no WH questions in the sentence, I mean the question type things, if the question begins with a modal verb or auxiliary verb, we could say. Auxiliary verbs means forms of be, that is, am, are, was, were. Then secondary or has, have, had, do, did, does. And secondary auxiliary or the modal verbs, we know that can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should. All these things are there. So in that case, we will use if or whether, WHETHER, to connect the sentence, to remove the quotation mark. Like here as it is given, mother said to Roma, shall I get some apples for you? Mother asked Roma if she should get some apples for her. You is changed to her, shall has become should, I has become she, and if is added, if or whether, and the sentence is ending with a full stop. So this way two kind of sentences will be there. Suppose if the sentence begins with do, like if it is like that, mother said to Roma, do you know the answer of this question? Then you will say, mother asked Roma if she knew the answer of this question, because do will become did in past tense. So instead of writing did, know will become knew as simple past tense. So I hope you have understood all these four kinds of sentences, how to change it. Like I have tried to cover up all the things, whatever is there in the rules to change a direct speech to indirect speech. Sometimes in exam it comes to change indirect to direct also. In that case, you have to do just the reverse. In your book also, one exercise is there. The last exercise is like that only. That is page number 100. Exercise C. Here you have to change the sentences from indirect to direct. So almost all the exercises I have solved for you. Only one exercise I'll give you as your homework. So I hope you will try it. And the rest of the solve exercises you will understand first, then only you will write in your copy. Don't write in your book, because otherwise you will not understand what you have written, because it will be very messy. So write the answers in your copy, because here fill in the blanks is not there, only one fill in the blanks is there. So you better write in your grammar copy, so that during exam it will be easier for you to understand what you have written. So I think I have covered up everything. I have told you all the rules. I'll send you the PDF of the solved exercises or some of the notes for you. I hope you'll go through this chapter, and if you feel any trouble, do contact me through my phone, by calling me through WhatsApp, or with the help of the message box in Campus Care. So dear students, going to wind up today. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.